This episode is called The Devastating Impact of Suicide and Self-Harm.
Hey everybody, welcome to TNA Talk. In this episode of TNA Talk, we will talk about the various ways suicidal thoughts impact teens, from their overall mental health to their relationship and academic performance. We understand this topic may be triggering, so if you are not comfortable with hearing or talking about suicide, please skip this episode. Before we get into today's episode, let's introduce two of our staff members who will be in this episode.
Hi, my name's Alex. I'm 17 years old and I'm also a founder of Teens Not Alone. I'm a senior in high school as well as a second-year college student studying child psychology while being a babysitter and author. The reason why I came together with my staff members to create TNA is to have an emotional support group for teens ages 13 to 19. The reason why I did that is because I believe that teens deserve more help and support in their life than they are given. They are very closed off and afraid to open up, so me and my team made a program where teens could come to a safe place to express themselves and find a safer outlook in life.
Hi, my name is Gianna, one of the founders here at TNA. I'm a junior in high school. I'm also a dancer and a part-time waitress at a pizza restaurant. The reason why we decided to create TNA is to be there emotionally for teens who struggle with mental illness as well as addiction issues. We are a nonprofit organization. We also have the choice our members to remain anonymous. We can't wait to meet all of you. We are so excited to start this new journey with you all.
Suicidal thoughts among teenagers have become a growing concern in recent years. When it comes to teen suicide, it's crucial to approach it with empathy and compassion. Suicide is such a complex issue that can be influenced by various factors, including mental health disorders like depression, anxiety, bipolar, and more. Different people may have different perspectives on suicide. Some see it as a cry for help. Others think that it's selfish and a dumb solution to a problem, when in reality, it is a result of deep despair and hopelessness, which somebody pursues to try to end it.
Suicidal thoughts have a profound impact on a teenager's mental health. The constant struggle with these thoughts can lead to feelings of hopelessness, despair, and a sense of being trapped. Teens may experience intense emotional pain, anxiety, and depression, making it challenging for them to find joy in life. The weight of these thoughts can consume their minds, making it difficult to concentrate, which starts to affect their self-esteem and insecurities. They start to feel overwhelmed by negative emotions such as sadness, anger, guilt, or shame. These emotions can make them feel isolated, making it hard for them to express their feelings or seek support from others in fear they will be made fun of or put down for feeling that way.
The constant internal battle between telling someone how you feel or hiding it can lead to emotional exhaustion, leaving them feeling drained and disconnected from the world around them. They may believe that how they feel does not matter, so they will bottle up their feelings and change themselves. They'll start to become more secretive, tend to get distant, and lose contact with the people that once gave them comfort and control. And fears that the people won't understand how they're feeling and they'll judge them, they'll start changing everything about them. Their eating habits, morning routines, night routines, and overall everything. Staying in their room all night or going to the comfort place, ignoring everyone asking how they're doing because they don't understand how they're doing themselves. The thing with suicidal thoughts and suicide is you don't completely understand how you feel and you don't know how to handle that. Understanding how you feel is such a hard thing to do when you feel suicidal, because you have so many thoughts running through your head at once, it becomes a burden on your shoulder. The burden on your shoulder you can't get away from, and it starts to feel like it's filling up your whole body, putting pressure on your chest, making you feel like there's a boulder crushing you from the inside, further isolating themselves from potential sources of support.
The impact of suicidal thoughts even extend to a teen's academic performance. The constant preoccupation with these thoughts can make it challenging for them to focus on their studies. They may experience a decline in motivation, concentration, and overall academic achievement. This can lead to a vicious cycle, as a poor academic performance may further enhance their feelings of worthlessness and hopelessness. Some kids, before they start feeling suicidal, may have straight A's, being top of their class, being valedictorian, and on the cheer team or track team. But other kids may have already been struggling in school. They may have C's and D's, as well as F's. They're doing any extracurriculars and not implementing themselves into any school-related program or extra help classes. They feel like it's an embarrassment to join a tutoring session, so they try for themselves. But when suicidal thoughts start flushing in, they become worse at school, not understanding that it's not their fault. They will give up completely not turning in work, half doing their assignments, and completely not caring where they will end up.
A lot of kids with suicidal thoughts and a lot of kids who have attempted suicide end up not knowing where they belong during junior and senior year. They didn't know they would make it this far, so they feel like they're in a slum, not knowing what they're gonna do next, and if they're gonna go to college or not, or what career path they'll choose. This may lead to more stress and anxiety, making them want to hurt themselves more or try to disappear again so that they don't have to deal with the choices and the never-ending, excruciating headache due to all of the decisions they have to make. Suicidal thoughts have a profound and devastating impact on the lives of teenagers, from their mental health and emotional well-being to their relationships and academic performance. The toll is significant. With suicidal thoughts often comes self-harm.
Self-harm is usually a temporary solution to people who want to feel a game of controlling their overwhelming emotions. While self-harm may provide a momentary sense of relief, it does not address the underlying issues causing the distress. Instead, it perpetuates a harmful situation, leading to further emotional turmoil and potential escalation of self-harming behaviors. Engaging in self-harm poses significant risk and consequences. Physically harming yourself can lead to severe injuries, infections, and long-term health complications, as well as it can bring feelings of guilt, shame, and self-blame. It is essential to recognize that self-harm is not sustainable or a healthy coping mechanism and can hinder the path towards recovering and healing.
Ways of self-harm should be noted and taken in precaution just in case someone around you or you may be suffering from it. With that being said, I will give you a list of ways people have or had harmed themselves in order to gain control, feel a sense of self, or try to kill themselves. Punching, scratching, pinching yourself, burning, cutting, excessively drinking and smoking, neglecting to eat or eating too much until you puke, which falls under eating disorders, purposely inducing harm to oneself as a whole, taking too many pills, aka overdosing, pulling out your hair, eyelashes, or plucking your eyebrows, picking out skin until you bleed, and exercising too much. Ways to find out someone is self-harming is seeing unexplained cuts, bruises, cigarette burns, which are usually on the wrists, shoulders, arms, thighs, and chest. They may be wearing long sleeves all the time and long pants, covering themselves all the time, even if it's in hot weather. They may hit themselves when they're angry or sad, as well as punch other things while the anger is sad. They may speak about not wanting to go on and wishing to end it all, have unusual weight loss or weight gain, or weight going up and down constantly. Signs of low self-esteem, blaming themselves for every problem, thinking they're not good enough, low mood, crying, lack of motivation and interest in anything. Showering in burning hot water or freezing cold water to get a sense of feel.
There are endless amounts of ways to self-harm, but these are some of them that people may do or have done. Helping someone with self-harm is not easy. They may seem like they don't need the help, and they may keep it a secret because they are ashamed of it, or afraid that their secret will be taken and they will not be able to express themselves anymore. Attempting to help someone with self-harm, you have to go slow at a steady pace. Do not rush them. Do not yell at them. Stay calm, cool, and collected.
Encouraging people with suicidal thoughts to seek help is crucial in breaking the cycle of self-harm. Professional mental health support, such as therapy or counseling, can provide individuals with the tools and strategies to maintain their emotions in healthier ways. Building a support network of trusted friends, family, or support groups can also provide a safe space for individuals to express their feelings and receive understanding and validation. It is important to highlight alternative coping strategies that can help individuals navigate their emotions without resorting to self-harm. These strategies may include engaging in creative outlets like art or music, practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques, physical exercise, journaling, or reaching out to supportive friends or family members. By exploring healthier coping mechanisms, individuals can develop resilience and find constructive ways to manage their emotional pain.
Hotlines and helplines also offer immediate support to those in crisis. Organizations like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline provides a confidential and compassionate space for individuals to talk about their struggles. The internet offers a wealth of resources for those seeking help with self-harm and suicidal thoughts. Websites and online communities dedicated to mental health provide information, coping strategies, and forums for individuals to connect with others who understand their struggles. However, it is important to ensure the credibility of those resources and seek professional help alongside online support. Seeking help is a courageous step towards healing and recovery from self-harm and suicidal thoughts.
Whether through professional assistance, helpline support groups, trusted friends and family, or online resources, there are various avenues to find the support needed. Remember, you don't have to face these challenges alone. Reach out and let others help you on your journey. The reason why we chose to talk about suicide and self-harm on our podcast today is because in Teens Not Alone, we help with multiple mental health issues and disorders, one of them being and surrounding around self-harm. A lot of people harm themselves to try and get a sense of emotion back to themselves. They believe that feeling that is worth its weight in gold, when it's really not. Self-harm is surrounded by bipolar, eating disorders, anxiety, insecurity, self-esteem, bullying, abuse, whether it's mental or physical, fear of abandonment, and more.
I believe talking about the ways teens struggle with help, spread light to the situation, and give people the opportunity to make more support groups and put more effort and time into those who really need the help, but are too afraid to ask. Self-harm is such an important topic that we do not learn about when we were younger. A lot of people think that talking about it will influence people to do it, but in reality, it explains why you shouldn't and gives you all of the points and perspectives of people of why you shouldn't hurt yourself because of others hurting you. Talking about self-harm gives you endless amounts of support and understanding that a lot of teens need in their life. This is why we would like to talk about more subjects surrounding this awareness, and to offer so much more help that a lot of people like us did not get when we were younger.
In upcoming podcasts, we're going to have people who come from different parts of the world, different lifestyles, and different everyday lives to talk about their struggles and how they are overcoming it each day. In upcoming podcasts, we are going to have people who come from different parts of the world, different lifestyles, and everyday lives to talk about their struggles and how they are overcoming it each day. We hope this podcast and this program, Teens Not Alone, helps a whole bunch of people around the world with mental health and how to understand it as a whole. Now, with that being said, this is the end of our first episode for our podcast, TNA Talk. If you want information about what our program, Teens Not Alone, offers, all of our links will be in the description below.
Our updates will be posted on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as TikTok. Check out our website if you want to sign up, or DM us on our Instagram account, and we will get back to you immediately. Teens Not Alone Anonymous is a teen support group that offers support and advice to teens who struggle with mental health and addiction. I hope you enjoyed our first episode to our podcast, and we hope to see you again. Goodbye!